Bubba Kincaide. Welcome to the Science Fishing Show. This week's show we've done something a little different. We've taken a request from one of the viewers who wrote in to chase down a particular kind of fish. We're up here in northern Canada chasing down the speckled salmon. Oh, bonjour, mon ami. That's how they speak up here. Now this fellow named Travis from Pocahome in North Carolina wrote in to ask me this. Travis writes, "Dear Bubba, the Canadian speckled salmon is known as one of the most elusive fish to catch. Tests on the few fish that have been caught show this fish to have an IQ over 120. 120, that's more than most friends of mine. Using a scientific method, can you catch this fish?" I'm Bubba Kincaide. We're going to have some fun on this show, Travis. Everyone, come on, let's have it. Folks, as in every show, we're going to go through the 5 steps to catch fish the scientific way. Now, step number 1 is to gather the data. Step number 2 is to form a hypothesis. Step number 3 is to perform experiments to test that hypothesis. Step number 4 is to take the data from those experiments and make your adjustments. Of course, step number 5 is to catch fish. Let's gather some data. Remember, when you're collecting your data, that includes just about everything in the environment. Now, don't be afraid to get on down there and get under some logs maybe, or get a handful of mud looking for grubs, stuff like that. Now, even critters of the area, everything indicates what the fish is eating. Now, I've just done a walk around of the area, gathering particular data. What we found is, we got northwesterly wind, overcast skies, and we got pretty clear water. Another thing about the water is a lot of stumps and weeds and things like that. Now with all those conditions, I've chosen what's called spinner bait. Now this bait is weedless and it's yeller. This here is guaranteed to catch some fish. Now we're going to go through a method called the clock method. Now you might have seen this in some other shows. This here determines whether there's any fish in a particular area of water. You find out fast, you find out quick, and you move on. Now, the clock method systematically tells you, the fisherman, whether there's any fish in that particular area. How it works is, you start a cast about 10 o'clock, and then whammity bam, whammity bam, whammity bam, till about 3. Now, if you ain't caught nothing in that area, it's time to move on. Now folks, I don't know if you can see what's behind me there, but we've located a school of bait fish local to this area. Now one thing I've learned in all my travels is bait fish, they're all the same. When you're not paying any attention to them, they ain't paying any attention to you. Now what we're going to do is use the snake method to catch one of these fish. Some of you out there may call it the crane method. What you do is get your sleeve rolled up. Now, I'm not paying any attention. I'm going to turn around real quick and do a snap, pull one of them right out of the water. Ready? Here we go. That's science. Now this is guaranteed to get us one of them speckled salmon. Let's hook this baby up. Well folks, the best way to hook them in it is what you got to do is find the pancreas area. I'll show you that in a second, and you've got to get that hook right through the pancreas. What this does is it allows the adrenaline to flow unnaturally, because now you've pierced the sac into the little minnow. This will keep him alive for over 2 hours, and it'll create a stir in the water, because the sports fish of the area are going to pick up on this adrenaline thing. Now there's the area right there, the pancreas. You got to get a scale out of the way. Now you got to be quick here. You got to really jab him. There you go. He didn't even feel a thing. But look at him kicking there. Look at that. That adrenaline just rushing through him like a wildfire. Now we're gonna toss this out here and see if it's gonna stir up any action. Folks, no matter what sport fish you're chasing down, take the time out to look around and enjoy the beautiful scenery in nature.
You know, Canada is such a wonderful place. You know, more of us should get up here more often. It's just so wonderful. Well, look, even some of our feathered friends from down south, they'll come up here and they'll visit now and then, and they'll take a fish or two. You know, I tell you, nature is so damn beautiful.
Well, folks, now, it's been 2.5 hours fishing with this minnow along the North Shore here. Now, remember how I told you how important it was to hook that minnow? Look at that. After that amount of time, you still got juice left in him. Now, Travis, we're not going to lay you down. I'm going to pull out a method here that is actually legal in all tournaments throughout the United States of America. It's called the Yahoo Nation Mud Pucky. Now, this was taught to me by an Indian friend. Quick translation means guaranteed to catch fish. Now, what we're going to do, you get yourself a good amount of mud in your hand there. Right? Now, you want to get that minnow right in the center there, and you want to pack them nice and tight, right? Now, what happens here is when you release this mud into the water, that fish is wiggling, trying to get out of that mud. When he does get out, all the major fish in the area sees him coming up from the bottom rather than come down from the top, which I think has been a problem along the shoreline. Okay, it's a waiting game because the mud's got to break down. Okay. Let's get it out there. Now, we'll just wait here a while till that mud breaks down. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's hooked good.
Ellie, yeah, look at that fish.
Whoa, she's a hog, boy, I'll tell you. But now, unfortunately, we're out of time this week. Now, I didn't let you down, did I, Travis? Now, folks, you remember the scientific method always catches fish. You follow the steps that I showed you in this show, you're guaranteed. You know, now I want you to join us next week when we go down to Florida Everglades. Whoa, look at that. Go down to Florida Everglades with an old friend of mine, Mr. James Brown. We're going to go have some big old catfish. Now, I want you to remember also, and I say this on every show, keep your rod stiff and your lines wet. I'm Bubba Kincaide. This is the Science Fish Show. Go!